Hello everyone, my name is Charita. As a part of our discussion 6, I have prepared this presentation. It is based on organizational culture and diversity. So to begin with the first question, why do you think it's so difficult to talk about race and diversity in our workplaces and institutions? I think it is very difficult to talk about race and diversity because of three main factors. The first thing is the topic race and diversity is very sensitive. Many individuals are afraid of saying the wrong thing or unintentionally offending someone. And because of this, they end up not talking about race and diversity. And the race and diversity are complex topics with deep historical roots. Addressing these issues requires a great understanding and long term commitment, which can be very overwhelming for some individuals. So, again, they find it difficult to talk about it because they think it's a very complex and they find it very overwhelming to research about it. And there are also some concerns about legal implications when discussing about race and diversity. Because of this, again, they find it difficult to talk about it, especially if the organization has a history of discrimination. So, because of these three factors, people are finding it difficult to talk about race and diversity in workplaces. And according to a survey conducted by Kiara, a PhD student in psychology, has found that people are still finding it difficult to speak about race. White people are finding it difficult because they are scared that they might say the wrong thing or come across as a racist. And Black people are worried that they might not be understood rightly by the white people or they might dismiss their experience. So these are the two different perspectives of whites and blacks. Why are they finding difficult to talk about race and diversity? And now in 2023, I think it has become a little bit easier because of influence of social media. Nowadays, everyone is on Instagram, everyone is on Facebook, everyone uses YouTube. So on these social media platforms, people are becoming more vocal about the race and diversity. So it's creating awareness among people, and people are trying to let go of color blindness and just bring color braveness into the picture. And because of some corporate initiatives also, it has been little bit easier in the urban areas or in very well developed areas, but again in towns and villages it's still the same. People will find difficult to talk about race and diversity. So, in order to just overcome it in the towns and small villages, also, we have to create awareness and conduct campaigns and just initiate some corporate activities in those towns in order to get rid of the fear or difficulty to talk about it. So, the second topic is about to discuss about opportunities where you must be color brave. So, the concept of color blindness and color braveness is something which everyone should be aware of. Blindness is something many people used to believe color blindness, like we have to ignore the color of a person, completely ignore it, and in such way we can obtain equality. But in real, instead of color blinding, we have to acknowledge the color of a person, allow them to speak about their experiences, and try to understand how it feels to be born in certain color. So we have to be color brave instead of color blind. And these are some situations where we must use color brave. It can be our workplace, it can be our educational institutions, in our friend circle, in the legislation, and also in the social media. We must be color brave. If we are able to be color brave, then we'll get a better place to work, better place to study, better place to surrounded by the people with positive atmosphere, and it would help for the betterment of the society at the end. So we must be color brave in all these places like workplace, like educational institutions, or friend circle, and social media. And here goes the third question. Why do you think Hobson says diversity will make our businesses and products better? So diversity is nothing but bringing different cultural people together, different people from different locations together. So when you bring different people from different locations, like if you bring blacks, whites, Asians, Mexicans, Chinese, all of them, and put them into a group, then we would have reduced risk of groupthink. If you bring people from the same background, from the same place, they tend to think alike and will just get one side of the story, but not the other side. So if you have a diverse environment, you would have reduced risk of groupthink, and in return, they will work innovatively, they will work creatively, and we will have a better market understanding because we have people across the world, who are from different backgrounds, who are from different markets. So each person can give their market understanding, and at the end, a customer will be satisfied because a white will share his experience about how this product can be used by the white people. A black will know the difficulties, will tell the difficulties, how it will be difficult for the black to use this product. So combining all these, we would be able to satisfy a customer when we have a diverse environment in our organization. So at the end, if a customer is satisfied, it would be it would make our businesses and products better. At the end, customer satisfaction is what we crave for. So if a customer is satisfied, that will make our businesses and products better. So this is how diversity will make our businesses and products better. So this is the last and the final question. How do you think these influences and methods of organizational culture could work to foster open discussions about race and diversity in organization? So basically, the organization culture is influenced by leadership, transparency, and feedback. The leader plays a crucial role in setting the tone for open discussions. If there is no right leader, then we would not be able to open the floor for the discussion about race and diversity. So, a leader is very, very important. When leaders openly demonstrate their commitment to diversity and actively engage in discussions about race, it encourages all the employees at all the levels to do the same. So, he should be the role model for remaining employees at all levels. And transparency is something, we have to be very transparent about diversity goals and initiatives so that everyone in the organization will learn about it. And organizations should also establish channels for employees to provide feedback on how the diversity of the workplace is very effective, and based on their feedback we can just improve to foster open discussion about race and diversity. So this is how influences of organizational culture could work to foster open discussion, whereas maintaining organizational culture will include attraction, selection, attrition model, which is ASA model, and the other method for maintaining organizational culture is onboarding. Both of these methods will also help to open discussion about race and diversity, because during the selection process, if you are very vocal about the diversity and race terms and the culture of the organization, The candidate will know that this is what the company is expecting. So then and there, he will open a discussion about race and diversity. And also in the onboarding processes, when a candidate is hired, we have to include, if we can include, if we have include some learnings about the organizational culture, which is being followed by the organization from the past few years about the race and diversity, that would help the newly hired candidate also to talk about race and diversity in an organization openly without any difficulty. Yeah, so this is how the organizational culture influences, and maintaining organization culture can open a discussion about race and diversity in an organization. So that is all for today. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you have learned something new today. Thank you, and hope you all are having a great day.